So, regarding body image, I'm
Mm.
wondering why does it seem so hard for a teenage girl, and I guess sometimes a boy,
Mhm.
to feel okay about their body, the way they look,
Yeah,
how they
yeah.
present themselves?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always been challenging for adolescents to feel good about themselves because a part of adolescent psychological development is to be assessing who I am and figuring out who I am in relation to everyone else around me. So there's a natural comparing and figuring, right? But I think now more than ever, especially, we touched on in our social media segments, how teenagers are constantly comparing themselves to each other, to celebrities, to other people, right? So there's a constant comparison going on, and I think also the marketing that companies are utilizing is also the savviest it's ever been, right? So they're getting, messages to teenagers at such a young age. I walk through the mall and I pass by Victoria's Secret or Pink, and I look at the images that they're presenting to our daughters and sons, right? And it bothers me a lot. I think we have to have a conversation with our kids that, listen, these companies are displaying these images because they want you to long to look like that so that you go and buy their stuff. But the reality is, no one looks like that. Not even the models really look like that because it's photoshopped and it's colored and it's glossy and it's cropped or whatever, right? So it's really not real. So it's so important to have that message that we're telling them it's not real. Don't compare yourself to an unattainable standard. Compare yourself to real stuff. Look in your life at who are the real people in your life. Look at your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, uncles, your cousins, your siblings, your friends, your teachers. This is what real people look like. And so if we can just be having that conversation and getting them hopefully thinking differently about who they're comparing themselves to, then I think we can start to change the way that they're seeing their bodies and hopefully improve that body image.
So, is there anything that parents can do to help a teenager feel better about their physical appearance?
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, I mean, I think it's so important for parents to be giving that genuine positive praise. And you kind of have to get creative and be specific. It's definitely wonderful, for a dad to tell his daughter, you look beautiful, honey, every single day. But sometimes get a little more specific, right? So the message is fresh. I love what you did with your hair. Or I like the color you picked out for your shirt. Or for a mom to model for her children that she loves herself, right? And that she doesn't stand in front of the mirror saying like, oh, I need to change this, I need to change that, right? It's so important that we model for our kids that we can accept our bodies, that we're all unique and different, right? And that I don't have to perseverate on trying to change different parts, and shapes and sizes of my body, right? So to be able to look in the mirror together and say, I love myself exactly the way I am, and I don't look like the images that I see in the mall, or in the ads or on Instagram or whatever it is. But I love who I am, and I am a complex individual that goes much further, deeper than just my physical appearance, right? So making sure that kids are feeling good about what they do, about their talents, right? Nurturing their talents, making sure that they have something that they love doing. If they can find something they're really passionate about, then great. And if they can't, then maybe it's just walking the dog, or rolling around on the floor, petting the dog's belly, because that feels good and fun, right? So just making sure that there's an emphasis in our homes on doing things we love and feeling good about who we are, and a de-emphasis on our physical appearance.